Okay, it's Happy New Year. It's 2024. I'm up at the Motor Car Falls car park. I'm the only car here at the moment. I'm heading up to do a little bit of exploring today around the creek that runs. I don't know if it's Motor Car Creek or that creek anyway. I'll probably end up at Motor Car Falls at some stage, but I might explore downstream a little bit. It looks like there's a gorge before it hits the South Alligator River. I think it's South Alligator River. So I might drop into that and have a bit of a squiz. It's all going to be pretty exploratory today, so we'll see how it all goes. All right, I shall catch up with you later. It's about just after 8 in the morning, so I think most people are probably still in bed sleeping over their New Year's Eve hangover. So this track into Motor Car Falls from the Motor Car Falls car park is basically follows this management vehicle, or this old management track 90% of the way, so it's pretty easy. If you come in from your Micnic, there's about 1.5 kilometres of walking track to reach this one. This cuts about a K off the walk to Motor Car Falls, rather than starting at the your Micnic Boulder Creek kind of area. So I'm walking on the north side of this escarpment. This walk was I was kind of put onto. It's not it's a route. This route I was put onto by a couple of local Indigenous people. So we'll see how it goes. I was down at Karundi Creek the other day, and that was pretty well scrub bashing, especially the last half a K each way. It was very rough. So this one's got no track at all. So it'll depend a little bit on how thick the scrub is as to how hard this walk is. Looks like it might have had a little bit of rain here last night. That looks a bit damp. We got some storms for the first time. Very, very localised storms last night. Up at they're up near Jabiru. I don't think they hit Cooinda. I was up at Uber last night, so we copped them on the way home a little bit. Anyway, that's enough of the weather forecast, or the retrospective weather forecast. Okay, that's Motor Car Falls up there. There's a beautiful plunge pool and waterfall that I will no doubt return to later in the day. However, my immediate future is down this little track for another few hundred metres to the creek, and then downstream near the creek until I reach a rocky gorge. That's the theory. We shall see. If it gets too out of control, I'll just bail back, because it's super hot. Hang on, I'll swing the camera. I don't know if you can see the sweat dripping off me. I don't know how that works. But yeah, it's like 8:30 in the morning. I got sweat in my eyes. Sweat everywhere. There's a bit of a look at Motor Car Falls in the distance. Kind of makes you wonder why I'm wandering off into this. Anyway, let's see what the day brings. Okay, well, if it stays like this, I'll be happy. I've got a fairly good idea that it won't. In fact, I might have my first obstacle right in front of me. Oh no, this isn't too bad. I'll get through this one easy enough. So there's a few, well, judging by the turds, there's a few buffalo up this end of the park. So I'll have to be a little bit careful because I'm thinking not too many people get out here. So the buffalo won't be used to the walking speak of the devil. There's a footprint, a hoof print. So yeah, I don't want to surprise one of them really. Alright, I might put this away because looks like things are getting a little rougher. So this is the first nice spot that I've got to. I'm going further downstream because this isn't the gorge that I'm after. Still pretty sweet. Might do for a quick dip on the way back up though. So I'm on the east bank. Probably looks like it would have been better on the west bank over there for this little bit, but such is life. I'm just scrambling over a few bluffs. Geez, the flood debris is high though. Obviously there's a lot of water got down here recently, well, in the last few wet seasons. Because yeah, where I'm standing up here, you see that, there's flood debris up here, and there's the water down there. So you're looking at 4 or 5 metres, at least 6 metres maybe. Alright, progress is being made pretty easily actually, suspiciously easily. I'm waiting for something to get a bit harder. So from what I can tell, it's going to swing around to the left up here. So I'm going to get cliffed out on this side, I think. So I'm going to swing over to this side, to the west side. If I can get across with dry feet, it'll be a bonus. I think I'll be right here. My magic day. So I'm aiming for that little gorge at the head of the valley there. That's the start of the gorge on a topo map anyway. Looks like it starts dropping fairly steeply, the creek down to South Alligator River. So that's the level I'd be very concerned about dipping a toe in the water once I got down there. But up here should be okay. I'm still going to be pretty careful though. So somewhere like these little plunge pools, crystal clear and flowing, I'll go for. But the those big long still ones, just in case the crocs come up in the wet season when when everything was high, and has found some food in there to sustain himself, I'll probably give the big ones a miss and just use these little rocky ones. But yeah, once you go through this gorge, definite no-no down there, South Alligator. That's in line. Well, it's definitely, it's not just my experience. So, all right, let's see where we get to, hey? At least the going's good on these rock slabs. Really good. Very pretty too. I can see the creek flowing down there. How magic's that? Okay, this is looking promising. Let's see what it looks like when we get down there, eh? Imagine what this must look like in the wet season when it's actually flooded. Not like this wet season, which has been pretty ordinary. Wow. These bare rock faces are amazing. So that's the creek running through that gorge there, down the South Alligator River. Probably be okay to swim down there, but I'm not going to risk it. I mean, in the wet season, I'm not sure if there's any more waterfalls, like decent sized waterfalls between me and the river. If I had more time, I'd probably do an overnighter and explore a bit further. But to be safe, because that pool down there is big enough for a croc to live in. I'm going to head back up to those waterfalls, those plunge pools up there, and have a dip there. Then I might go a bit further back upstream where there's some shade, because there's no shade up here, that's the only problem. All right, this is a pretty amazing spot though. Fuck. This is the nature of this place. There's another gorge running, a side gorge there. Looks like it's dryish, but that would be worth exploring in the wet season too, in a normal wet when there's a bit of rain around. All right, I'm heading back up for a swim. So this is what I'm looking at here. Pretty epic. Okay, this is nice. It's eating me up a little bit. I got to go back to that pool. It's just down there. I got to have a swim there. It was just amazing. I'll leave my stuff here in the shade, and I'll try and wander down the rocks barefoot. We'll see how that goes. And look at me. I think I'll spin the camera around so you can look at something a bit more pretty. So this is the top of that waterfall. Whether I can get down there in bare feet without getting third-degree burns on the rock, we'll see. We'll see. Alright, I might turn this off. I've got to be careful on this rock with wet feet. Alright, we're down. And we're just trying to get in. Second fly of the day. Yeah. Always need protein out there anyway. I'd rather swallow it than go into my lungs, huh? Alright, let's spin around and have a look what I'm looking at. This side, but the sun's not so shitty. Okay, for those playing along at home, I'm about to head back upstream now, leave this little bit of paradise and head back into the heat. But on my way up, I'll probably drop into Motorcar Falls for another swim, I think, before I hit the last, what it is, 3Ks or whatever across to the ute. So it shouldn't be too bad. I got probably 3Ks to Motorcar Falls, have a swim, and then another 3Ks back to the ute after that. So it all sounds pretty doable. All right, I'll spin the camera around the other way so you don't have to look at me. So as you can see, there's a plethora of choices for little spa baths along here, and this water's pretty low too, especially for the wet season. It would dry at the end of the dry, but this time of year I'd expect at least another foot or two of water coming through here, but not this year. All right, I'm going to head up for those slabs there. They should be fairly easy walking. I'll catch up with you later on. So, thankfully, I'll probably regret saying this, but this is about the worst this scrub got. There we go. Oh, another fly. So as far as scrub bashes go, it's not too bad. One thing you need to keep in mind when you're walking up and down beside these rivers that really flood is going upstream is always harder. apart from the obvious fact that you're walking uphill, but you're also pushing into the flood debris. It kind of angles downstream, so you're kind of pushing against it, which is a pain in the ass sometimes. Now, you can see how it's all laid over on the ground there, facing me. It's doable, but it just takes a bit more energy. So I think I'm picking up the odd, I don't know if you can see this, the odd buffalo trail. See what I mean about the stuff around my shoes here? I think I'm picking up the odd buffalo pad through here, so it's making it a little bit easier. So I'm heading, this is the start of that really long pool. I might skirt around the west side of it this time, see how that goes. I'm heading towards that escarpment, that big one in the distance. That's where Motorcar Falls is. So that's not too far. All right, let's keep going. I'll be a lot more confident about swimming in this big pool now that I know what's downstream. It's there's a fairly big waterfall is going to stop crocs getting up here. All right, I'll catch up with you. Okay, maybe I should have stuck to the other side of the creek, because this is a side creek coming in. There's the main creek there. I could probably rock up and bush bash down there, get across with dry feet, maybe. I think I'm just going to fucking wade it. My socks are still wringing wet from this morning. That won't be more than waist deep, he says. All right, and then I'm into that again on the other side. All right, safely through that. My gaiters and the shoes are slightly wetter, but also cooler, so that's a good thing. All right, let's wade into this stuff again. So I'm coming to a spot where it'd be easier on the east side, so looks like it's time to wade in again. Oh fuck, it feels nice, I'll tell you. It's taken all my willpower not just to lay down in this. I haven't got that far to go to get back to Motorcar Falls. Another half hour probably I'll be there. So I'll probably put up with the heat for a little while until I get there. I'm going to cross the creek again on top of that pool. Alright, I'll catch up with you soon. Okay, that's the last real obstacle. I'm through. I'm back on the west bank now. I'll make my way up now to the Motorcar Falls track. See where the buffalo have been pushing through. It's making my job a little bit easier, thank God. So there's Motorcar Falls. I'm about to, I don't know if you can see through the trees there. I reckon the track is where this green stuff ends. Looks like it's been burnt. I reckon they've burnt this side of the track. Let's see. Yep. Alright, happy days. Back on track and easy walking. Best of all, About 8 minutes from a swim. Alright, I'll catch up with you soon. Okay, 10 to 12. Stinking hot New Year's Day. And you wouldn't believe it, I got motor car falls to myself. How good is that? So I don't think anyone has to guess what I'm doing. Yep, it's got my name on it. Alright. Okay, I'm suitably refreshed after a nice swim. So I'm just scrambling my way out of motor car falls. And I'm back on the track now. I'll just drop down here to that. There's a ECD and I'll pick up a 4-wheel drive track there. And that's the one I followed out this morning. It's a walking, it's not a open 4-wheel drive track, it's like a management vehicle track. Alright, I'll flick it back on when there's something to see, I guess. Oh. Okay, I'm back at the ECD. That gives me about, I don't know, 2 and a bit k's to go, I guess, back to the car park. So this is where I speared off into the scrub down there this morning. That looks pretty new, doesn't it? Alright, I'll keep going back on this management track now, so I'll only flick the camera on if I see something interesting. We don't need to watch too much of this. Alright, catch up with you soon. Okay, just getting back to the Motor Car Falls car park now. So, according to All Trails, that little walk came in around 12 k's. Probably about, I don't know, 50% of it was off track. So, it wasn't super hard off track, but it's not super easy either. It's it's a pretty hostile kind of environment up here, particularly in the wet season. So yeah, navigation was fairly easy. I just followed the creek downstream, and so I found those that big waterfall into that second gorge, and then basically followed the creek back upstream to Motor Car Falls, and picked up the walking track just before I got to Motor Car Falls. What else can I say? Yeah, just be careful if you do this one. Get a map, know how to navigate, take plenty of water, and let someone know where you're going. All right, I'll catch you on the next walk. Not sure where that'll be, but we'll see what pops up, eh?